What up, guys? Before we get going, we just want to remind you to follow us on Twitter @_Talkamania and to check us out on iTunes. Leave us a rating, review, and hit that subscribe button.
Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared to be marveled at another jaw-dropping edition of predictions for WrestleMania! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Predictions with Desbino and J-Bomb. How's it going, J-Bomb?
Dude, WrestleMania is in like 2 days.
I know.
It's going pretty good, man. Come on, how are you doing?
It's a pretty good week. It's made my week a lot easier to get through at work, and can't wait. One more day. Well, again, it's in the week. It's Friday. We're here. We hope you're listening. We're heading into the weekend. So cap off your week with something special.
Something special, and that's me and you and the #1 rated podcast on the internet. Dude, how many friggin' episodes are we going to release in a week? We killed it.
We did have a good week, and thanks to all of you listening at home, in your car, in your office. Pass on the words to your friends. Let us know what we can do to improve. Be part of the family.
Yeah, buddy. Check us out on iTunes. Rate, review, subscribe. And Twitter, of course, @_Talkamania. We're there with you every week, live tweeting Monday Raw, Tuesday SmackDown, and, of course, Sunday pay-per-views.
And this Sunday will be no different. So Desmino, myself, and J-Bomb, we're going to be with you on WrestleMania Sunday. We're going to be on the social media. We're going to be on the Twitter. We're going to be on Periscope. We're going to be active. We're going to be having fun.
We're going to be drunk.
We're going to be having a few brewskis, I was going to say. And it's going to be a lot of fun, folks. So you're going to be a part of it. We're going to be a part of it. And it's going to be an exciting event. It starts at 4:30 p.m. this year. That's crazy.
It's super early, man.
Yeah,
I know
earlier and
pre-cards
earlier
are
every year.
officially at 5, so it's going to be a long day. So, dude, let's get into our predictions, man.
Make a prediction! What do you think will happen next?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we got a stacked card. Right now, 13 matches on the card. And that's not even counting the possible matchup between The Undertaker and John Cena.
Ooh.
Hello, it's me.
John Cena! What?
I wonder what other, things they're going to shove in there. They're going to have WrestleMania moments. You think HBK is going to be there showing off his new haircut?
Yeah, maybe. And for those of you who missed last show, they missed an opportunity not having him cut that hair off at the barbershop.
Yeah.
Marty Jannetty could have been involved. No, I don't think so. I don't think they could have didn't do without Marty Jannetty. But it could have been pretty cool, not to say the least.
Could have been awesome. I'm sure they could have gotten Jannetty in for that.
I know, but I think he's kind of been in a little bit in the doghouse, he's slandered the WWE enough. He's always saying bad shit about them, so
yeah, well, everybody slanders it. If they're going to bring back Alberto Del Rio, they could bring
I
back
guess,
Marty.
yeah, if they can bring him back. Yeah, exactly.
All right, man. Let's get this ball rolling. Let's get this
body started.
All right, so what do you want to conquer first?
All right, so let's head into the pre-card. So on the pre-card, we got the light heavyweight championship match, cruiserweight championship match.
Cruiserweight.
Whatever. It's the same thing. I mean,
we're so rude. Yeah.
Well, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm really looking forward to this match. I think Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, two great athletes. They put on hell of a matches. You pick two good people to go out and have a fantastic match. It's another match that's a face versus a face. So it's going to be basically a competitive match. And we're going to see a lot of high-flying moves. We're going to see a lot of excitement. And maybe, who knows, I'm hoping in the back of my little heart that we're going to see the re-emerging of Neville. Maybe he'll walk out during the end of the match and say, "Oh, I'm coming to get my title. You best be on the Neville level."
Well done. Not bad. There's not much I could say about this, I'm going to be honest, man. I don't watch a lot of 205 Live. It's probably a downfall of mine. But I guess for a pre-card match, I'm excited for it. Everybody's been talking it up, so I guess it's going to be decent. If I have to pick somebody, Mustafa Ali.
You just flipped a coin or something, right? Is that what you did? Because you don't.
Cedric Alexander's been champion before, has he not?
Yeah, he has.
So
okay,
that's all I'm going for.
So for me, I'm going to go with Cedric Alexander. The WWE's been pretty high on this guy. He's got a pretty cool finisher and unique. It's kind of weird. Where he kind of throws him up, gives the knees to the back, pops him up, the lumbar check.
Who does this one, Cedric?
Yeah, he kind of pops him up, like throws him up, and then drops him down onto his knees, kind of like when you land on a backbreaker on the backstabber, like Carlito used to do. But anyways, they've been really pushing this guy, and I felt like they were going to be driving him to take the title off of Enzo Amore before Enzo got suspended and then released. And I feel like Cedric missed his chance with that, but now they're kind of giving it back to him on a grander stage. So I feel like Cedric Alexander is going to walk away with this win.
Okay, Cedric. All right, so right off the bat, we're disagreeing. That's not too often, so it's pretty exciting.
I'm okay with Mustafa Ali wins because he's seems like I just don't want them passing on this title too much. I guess.
Well, they haven't.
That's kind of
they
also
haven't
where
been,
this
so
coming
that's
from.
good. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to change much in my life.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah. So 2 big matches on the pre-card, and they're big because they involve a lot of competitors. We have the 2 Battle Royale matches. So we'll start with the Women's Battle Royale match. There's only, I think, about 13 to 14 known competitors at this time. So there's obviously going to be some wild cards in there. So it's kind of hard to make a determination. Now, if I'm going to make a bet based on the current competitors, obviously it is very favorable. It's going to come down to Sasha and Bayley based on the angle that they've been working on Raw. But to be honest with you, I think this one is going to go to, if it's between the two, to Sasha Banks. If it's not going to be to somebody like Brie Bella or Nikki Bella, who comes in, she almost won the Royal Rumble. They have her win this. Yeah, I could see them doing something like that. Maybe somebody who's coming back or doing a surprise return.
Like if Trish comes back, or
yeah, maybe they could very well do that. And I would be down with Trish winning it, but I'm only going off of the information I know. And with the information I know, Sasha Banks, she definitely, I'll give her credit that she's worked hard. She's taken many losses this year, so I feel like they're going to give her back something, and they might give her the win going into this. Or who knows? It could be Bayley throwing Sasha Banks over the rope at the end of this match because of the retribution for the Royal Rumble.
So you're telling me you have no idea?
I have no idea, ladies and gentlemen.
How many women are in the match?
I think it's 30 people in each match.
So they're gonna put 60. Wow. Okay.
I hate when you ask me facts that I may not know.
Questions.
Yeah, 30 maybe.
I'm gonna put you
on
the spot like that. I'm gonna put you on the spot like that. Sorry, but I agree, man. It's a hard one to call. You don't know who's in it. You got to think that Sasha Banks and Bayley are probably the 2 biggest in the story, I guess, of this all. Yeah, they have the biggest storyline going on, so it's got to have something to do with them.
I feel like Sasha's going to win it, but then when I started kind of talking about this and I thought about it, you're having Sasha throw out Bayley at the Royal Rumble. I feel like Bayley might do the same thing to Sasha, but I'll give this one to Sasha Banks.
I'm just gonna say it's gonna be Trish Stratus.
Awesome.
That's just what I'm gonna do. I don't even know. I have no idea.
Do it. You've done it.
Fine,
it's
sure,
done.
Whatever. Done. All right, men's battle royal. What do we got?
Men's battle royal. So the competitors in this match, they haven't announced anybody too big, I guess, going into it. We saw the match on SmackDown this week. A lot of B card and C card and D card competitors in this match. I feel like the winner of this match is going to be somebody who has not been announced yet. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. I'm quite certain I know who may win this match just based on, I guess, me analyzing the returns in people and at the same time, big men, I would say. It's based around Andre the Giant. So my prediction on who's going to win the men's battle royale is going to be Big Cass.
Big Cass? I think it's a pretty safe bet. I'm looking into people that have entered. Baron Corbin's not going to do it again. I mean, literally the biggest name on there is Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler. I'd love to see him give it to somebody like Fandango or Tyler Breeze, but it's not going to happen. Primo Cologne is in there. Whatever. I don't know how that happened.
I thought it was so funny because you have Dolph Ziggler going outside the ring, looking at the statue and being like, I need this. But the U.S. title, he can just drop in the middle of the ring and walk away. So it just makes no sense.
I don't think much in the WWE makes sense. I'm going to give it to a returner. Or, a returner or a surprise.
Adam Cole,
Why not?
maybe? Adam Cole? I'm hearing that he might be heavily rumored to be moving up soon to the main roster. But he'll probably be like, a WrestleMania Aftermath call-up. There'll be a
I
few
could see
coming
him
on
being
Raw
Raw
and
and
SmackDown.
Mania. Because the
I
thing
hope
is that with
Drew
these,
McIntyre, too, would be nice to see.
with these battle royals is that like they all start in the ring, so having somebody debut in it, I think it's like anticlimactic. So I think Adam Cole they'll save for something better. Same thing with Drew Mac. So I don't know. I can't call it. I don't even know who's in it. It's honestly I don't like battle royale. I'm not a fan. There's nothing about
Then
it.
you can just say, who's going to win it? Stevenson.
British Bulldog, Owen Hart, Brian Pillman. They're all returning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Morbid.
Yeah. All right,
right.
let's keep the ball rolling.
Takes care of the pre-card, folks. So let's jump into the nitty-gritty of the main pay-per-view, WrestleMania 34,
Yeah, buddy.
New Orleans, 2018. All right, so one match we got going on, The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. I could see this one starting off the pay-per-view. We got the IC title belt on the line. You got some really exciting competitors on there.
Yeah.
And The Miz.
The Miz is awesome. He just sucks in the ring. It's such a shame.
Yeah. He's good on the mic, and he's average, I would say, in the ring. He plays it safe, but
He's below average. He's pretty boring to watch, man. Come on.
He is, yeah, I guess. When he had his longer hair, I was starting to be like, oh, okay, he's more aggressive.
You
and stuff. And then
guys,
when he
swear to God, anybody who listens to us on the regular, man, I'm gonna get a soundbite of every time you talk about that guy's hair, and I'm gonna play it.
I'm telling you, he looked sinister before. Now he just looks like his old douchey self. I don't take him serious anymore.
That's why I didn't like the match on Raw, man, because it was like they kind of flashed the two biggest guys in the match, and now you're just gonna add the Miz, who's like gonna spend most of his time on the outside, probably come in and steal it. I don't know, man. This is a tough one to call. Not gonna lie. I know a lot of people are excited about it, but it's a tough one to call.
It is a bit of a tough one to call. I mean, we've been seeing matches between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. The Miz hasn't been having matches with these guys over the past few weeks as much.
Yeah.
I think he did a little bit earlier on when they first got involved in this title picture. Obviously, the Miz was dealing with personal stuff and his birth of his newborn daughter, so I can understand and respect that. It's going to be interesting to see how the Miz fits into this match, but I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be entertaining. And I have Seth Rollins as your winner.
I want Seth to win because I think deep down, I know deep down, Seth Rollins is my favorite wrestler on the planet right now. I know that. At that moment at 31, I'll never forget it.
You still have a boner from it.
Still got a Bond day, yeah. I'm gonna pick the Miz retains. I really do. I don't think he's saying is gonna take off time. That's just me. But
Take off time? You mean take what you thought this is going to have to tie in with him taking off time if he loses?
Yeah, I would figure he would take some time with his kid.
I guess. Probably. But I mean, at the same time, he took time off to film a movie, but I guess that's not the same thing, right?
No, that was for WWE. So I feel like, he's been killing it for how long now? Since the Superstar, even before the Superstar shakeup.
Yeah, no, it could be a good opportunity for him to take some time off. I mean, that's it. He's a daddy now, newborn. You only get a chance to be with them at one time. Their first words, their first walk. So, cool. There you have it, folks. So, moving on, we got the U.S. title championship match. Randy Orton, Mr. RKO out of nowhere. Bobby Roode, Mr.
Mean potatoes,
Boring.
vanilla. Yeah.
And Jinder Mahal and Rusev.
You know what? Let me start this one off.
Okay.
This is my theory behind it. It's been a WrestleMania of pretty bad builds. And to add Rusev into a match like this, if he doesn't win, it's infuriating to put him in. Because you're literally putting him in to lose a match. He would have been better off not on the card. He would have been better off in the Battle Royal. Let him win the Battle Royal. So I'm picking Rusev. And the only reason is because if they don't, that's horrible writing.
Well, I feel like they put him in this match to begin with just to add him into a match at WrestleMania. Otherwise, yes, they could have put him into the Battle Royale, but I feel they have other plans. I feel it's above him, and I feel like he wouldn't have won it, and it would have just made him look worse. So I think putting this match wasn't a bad idea. But this is the one that's really, really tough to call because you have Randy Orton. I mean, he's a credible competitor. He's been around for a long time. He did win last year at WrestleMania. I try to take that in consideration. So could he lose again? Very well. Do they want to pass the title around? It's possible. Jinder Mahal could win it. Bobby Roode could win it back. So it could really go in any direction here.
Well, which one makes sense, man? Come on.
Well, I do feel like, with the fan following, and I think the fans are going to be on their feet at WrestleMania saying Rusev Day. I do have to give it to him. I believe it's going to be Rusev Mania.
Sweet.
And he is going to win the United States Championship. And I hope this is the reemergence of the Rusev we know and love with a little bit more of the comedy aspect. Aiden English would be nice. And hell, throw Lana back in there, give her something to do. But I think Rusev's going to take this one.
He has to take it. And I mean, like what you said, I think he would, if he's going to lose, he'd be better off losing in the Andre the Giant. He could be like Final Four and get thrown over. And it wouldn't hurt him as much as being in this match and losing. This is like a match that he cannot lose. Honestly, this is like a pivotal moment. He's so over. Nobody was excited about this match until he was added to it. So don't give it to us and take it away, especially in Mania.
He's gonna get pinned by Bobby Roode.
Oh my god, I fucking hate Bobby Roode. I honestly, him and Dean Ambrose, have them fight for the rest of eternity on pre-card, so I never have to watch it. Mm-hmm. Hate it.
All right, moving along to bigger and greater things, and talking about bigger things, we have Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss.
Oh my god. I'm going to boo you every time, man. I'm going to boo you every time.
Oh,
are you excited for this?
I'm curious about it, I guess I would say, because I'm wondering how they're going to make this like a match that's longer than 5 minutes realistically. I guess you're going to start off with Alexa Bliss running around the ring and running away from Nia Jax. Then she'll slap Nia Jax in the face.
Nia's going to whip around Mickie James for a while, too.
Yeah, I think Mickie James is going to have to come down to the ring just to make this match a little bit longer. You'll have that period where she'll distract Nia. Alexa will get some attacks in. Then the ref's going to do, you out of here! And the whole crowd's going to explode. Then it's going to be Alexa Bliss one-on-one with Nia. It won't last much longer than that. She'll do Samoan drop. She'll do her leg drop. Maybe her little somersault squish bomb. And Nia Jax will be your new Women's Raw champion.
That's cool. But all that's going to happen, and then Carmella's music's going to hit, and she's going to cash in. She's going to pin Bliss, and we'll see what happens the next day on Raw, but I'm going to leave it at that.
You're right. We talked about this on our podcast this week. You can go back and check it out. I think he's absolutely wrong, but we'll leave it at that, folks. We'll leave it at that. All right.
Okay.
Moving on, we had the other women's championship match. This one is one that is much hype, much anticipated. I think it's going to be one of the better matches on the card. We have Charlotte Flair versus Asuka for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. So we saw a little bit of the exchange and matchup between the two on the Mixed Match Challenge, and it was interesting. They had good chemistry. I'm excited to see where this one takes us. I'm sure Flair will pull out some high-flying moves, and Asuka will be tough and dirty, and I think it's going to be... She
tough
and
dirty. Ooh.
Tough and dirty, man. She's going to give those kicks. She's going to give those back-end chops. The thing
She's
is,
going to be stiff.
She will be stiff.
I'm so excited for her and Shinsuke, man, to tell you the truth. I'm really, really excited for them to have this like stage to finally be at. So good for them. I agree. It's going to be a stiff match.
There's going to be a height difference, so I'm wondering how that's going to come into play. But I think for the most part, these guys are veterans to some degree. I mean, Charlotte's relatively new, but I think she's sound and solid. I think she'll be able to work with Asuka quite well, and I think they're going to put on a hell of a match. When it comes down to it, we know where they've been going for quite some time with this, and I feel like Asuka is going to come out on top.
On top. I'm going to disagree with you on this. I honestly think that this build-up for Asuka going into Mania is really a build-up for Charlotte. I don't know. It's tough. Like, my brain says Asuka, my heart says Charlotte. Or maybe vice versa. I'm not quite sure. But I just see Charlotte Flair winning this. I feel like this is going to be the Charlotte Flair heel turn. She's going to do it. She's going to do it dirty. The fans are going to hate her. And she's going to return to being the best heel in the women's division. That's just me.
Oh, there's a good chance Carmella comes out during this match as well, too, before it even ends.
That's true. That's true.
And then she comes out, she pins Charlotte, and then Asuka, did she really lose? I guess she did, but with an asterisk. But again, I'm still going to say Asuka.
Look, if Asuka's going to lose, or you saying Charlotte's going to lose with an asterisk?
No, I think that Asuka, if Carmella cashed in, came down and pinned Charlotte Flair,
Yeah.
maybe after being choked out or something.
Oh, yeah, I
then
guess that's
Asuka still loses, but with an asterisk. But I still think
guess.
Asuka's going to win.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All
I'm
right.
telling you, they're going to do the Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and they're going to build this Asuka championship reign to next year's WrestleMania against Ronda Rousey.
I don't, honestly, man, I really like, as much as I want to see Asuka win, because she's awesome and she deserves it, I just don't want to see that storyline. So that's just why my heart doesn't want to see it. But you're probably right. But I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be the one that, because if Charlotte does win, you heard it here first.
And if
Yes.
she doesn't, then tweet J-Bomb and boo him and tell him he smells like poop.
Poop.
That's PG.
That's PG.
For the kids listening.
Awesome.
Poopies.
Poopies. All right.
Poopies. All right, moving on. We have Cesaro and Sheamus, The Bar, versus Braun Strowman and Brain Strowman. What?
What? Yeah. What is it? What's their... Braun Strowman's winning. Hands
Honestly,
down.
I really think this should be Braun Strowman by himself versus Cesaro and Sheamus, and he's a tag team champion for like the next month, 2 months, whatever. Just have him walking around with both straps. They haven't done it. They've done the Freebird rule. Why not do this rule? I think it would be great. It would shake things up. It would be new. It'd be fresh. Just, yeah. We're going to obviously find out who his partner is this Sunday, and then that's the big question.
Hulk Hogan.
No, I don't think he'll be wrestling, but sure.
I got. This is crazy. I already know it before I'm saying it. Remember when there was 2 Earl Hebners?
Yes, he's
like,
a twin brother.
Yeah. Imagine nobody knows Braun Strowman has a twin brother, and like WWE's just been waiting for it. How the place would erupt. That'd be so cool if he literally came out and it was like Braun Strowman. It's so hard to say. Imagine there was 2 Brauns, like
Braun
literally the 2
Strowman.
guys come out. It better not be Bray Wyatt. I realized that what I just said was really stupid, so it better not be Bray Wyatt.
Well, here's the thing. Where's Bray Wyatt going to be at WrestleMania? If he's not in this match, he's in the Battle Royale. And you think they would have announced that already. So maybe they will repackage him to go with Braun Strowman. I think it comes down to 1 of 3 people. It's going to either be James Ellsworth, which I don't think it will be. It may be Samoa Joe, who has been a little bit cryptic on social media, but did have an interview today where he said he could tag with Braun Strowman because they both don't like people, but at the same time, he would probably end up punching Braun Strowman in the head within 2 minutes. So
I feel like it's got to be a face, though. Like, Braun's so over as a face right now that they couldn't put him with a heel. It just
But I
wouldn't
think
work.
you hear Joe. So I'm pretty sure they could put Samoa Joe in there. I mean, again, he did leave as a heel, but they could easily bring somebody back as a face. That's the whole magic about being injured.
Yeah, but can you see Samoa Joe as a face, though? Can you see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Did you not remember the crowd cheering Joe all the time when he beat the crap out of Roman Reigns?
Yeah, but that's because it's against Roman Reigns. Everybody
Yeah,
hates
well,
Roman
they
Reigns.
can make him come.
But
They can make
I
him
know
come
what you
across
mean.
as an aggressive face. They're having same thing happened with Braun Strowman. He was a monster. He's supposed to be a heel, but people were getting behind him and cheering him. They could do the same thing with
Yeah,
Joe.
but
There's a
Joe's
fan
different
base
than
there.
Braun. I feel like Joe's different. That's just my opinion. So
That's
we have
racist,
no idea.
my friend. That is racist.
Okay. So we're both picking Braun Strowman on this then.
Well, we are,
Yeah.
and then we'll see who his tag team partner is. I don't think it matters. Braun Strowman's going to win this match.
Gotcha. I'm in 100%.
Cool. All right. Moving along to the other tag team match. We have the Usos taking on the New Day, taking on the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah, this one bothers me to tell you the truth. I feel
Bothers
like-
you? It
Yeah,
bothers
it does
you,
bother
doesn't
me.
it?
Because
It brothers.
did I say bothers me?
You brothers.
Maybe because
you.
he said bludgeon brother. It bothers me because I wanted to see the Usos really have a moment, and I think Usos versus New Day alone would have been really cool. They had some epic matches over the last year, so it would have been a nice reward for them to go 2v2 there, but tag team versus tag team on the grandest stage of them all. Putting the Bludgeon Brothers in there, you got to feel like they have to win. They've just been booked so strong, so you have to think that they're going to go through this and come out on top unless another tag team comes in. Like if Authors of Pain come in and cost Bludgeon Brothers the match, but then the Usos win and they have an asterisk beside the win. I really wanted to see Usos versus the New Day and the Usos go over at WrestleMania. I think they deserve it.
I agree. I think they do deserve it. I think the match that I would have wanted to see would be the Usos versus the New Day. I think adding the Bludgeon Brothers in there was exactly what you said. They put so much stock and so much hype behind these guys. Well, what were they going to do? Just give up on them at one point and just not have them in WrestleMania? They have to be there somewhere. They could have been in the Battle Royale, but I know obviously they were putting them in here because they have a lot of faith and they're kind of still rolling with this idea that they're going to be a top tag team. So the Usos, New Day, would love to have seen it, would love to see a moment. I think they deserve it. But I do agree with you. I think the Bludgeon Brothers are going to win this match, sadly.
I know.
Sadly.
Dude, what a moment it would have been to see the Usos and New Day like hug it out after the match. Like just have a wicked beatdown, crazy match. I mean, they had that wicked Hell in a Cell match. Was it Hell in a Cell? Yeah.
It was.
And, they put on a show for their fans this year, and it would have just been perfect for them. New Day wasn't at Mania last year. Yeah, they hosted it, but that's not the same. I'm sure that bothered them. And to have the Usos with New Day hugging it out in the middle of the ring in WrestleMania 34, I think it would have been a really, really, really cool moment.
It would have been cool. It would have been a great way to kind of close the chapter on that feud because, they've had so many matches.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they talked about this being the final confrontation earlier before it even became a three-way. And I think you painted a perfect picture. It should have been a great match, have them wrestling at WrestleMania, and then hugging it out and having respect for one another.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're having some good ideas. You're having some good ideas lately. Yeah,
well, that Braun Strowman having the twin brother thing kind of ruined it all.
All right, moving on. Pretend we didn't remind people about that.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a big anticipated match. Everyone's talking about it. They've been hyping it. They ruined the Royal Rumble main event for it. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Who'd you got? What do you feel? What's your thoughts? Let me know.
100% Kurt and Ronda are going to win this. If they don't, it would be foolish. Could Triple H and Stephanie McMahon win it? Like, maybe I'm not thinking of something. Like, what do you think? Like, could they continue on with anything if they did?
They can continue on regardless.
I know that, but I mean, like,
they're not going to have Ronda Rousey lose their first match. I think it's going to come down to something where, like, Kurt Angle has Triple H in the ankle lock, and Ronda Rousey has Stephanie in some other submission, and they both tap out at the same time or something like that.
You're totally right. It's going to be a double tap out.
Yeah, something like
100%.
that. But it also kind of makes me wonder, like, how long will this match be? Because Stephanie McMahon, not so much a wrestler. Ronda Rousey, not so much a wrestler, at least now. So she can put on some submissions and stuff like that, too. There'd have to be some breakups. But Kurt Angle and Triple H are going to have to carry the load for the most part in this match.
The load.
But for the matches I saw with Kurt Angle, he gets winded. He can't keep up as much. But maybe he's been working on his cardio. Maybe he's ready to go. So I'm excited to see this match. And obviously the big winners here are going to be Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey.
Do you think there's any way Ronda like turns on Kurt or anybody? No? Okay.
I don't believe so.
It would be cool to see Ronda Rousey, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon, and like Ronda be the power in that group.
Yeah, could
like
be
the
interesting.
muscle.
They could do a lot of cool things with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
but the thing is, she couldn't. She would be smiling and she couldn't keep that angry face on for too long.
I think someone
would cheer her name.
Someone
would cheer her name. No, someone's going to cheer her name. You see it. She's angry, and then somebody says Ronda, Rousey, or whatever it is, and she starts smiling. She can't keep that angry face. But then when she does, she looks stone cold. She looks good.
Yeah.
But she can't hold that. So I feel like they're not able to get her to that point yet where she can be a full-fledged heel.
Maybe. I think, yeah, okay. I'll leave it. I'll let that go. Another day.
All right, another day, another match. Moving on. Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Dude, I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for every part of it. I'm excited for how Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to come out. I'm excited how Daniel Bryan's going to come out. I'm excited for what Daniel Bryan's going to look like. I'm excited for what the stadium's going to sound like when Daniel, he's got to start, right? He can't be the hot tag. He's got to start in the match. Shane has to be on the apron, and Daniel has to sit there and look around while everybody chants fucking yes.
He will.
He's got to do it.
We'll be chanting yes as well, watching.
I'm going to be tearing up, man.
We hope all you are going to be chanting yes, because this is a big moment for Mr. Daniel Bryan. As long as he doesn't wear those furry boots again. I really didn't like those Viking boots that he wore that year.
Like, I dressed up as Daniel Bryan one year for Halloween, and I swear to God, I might like put on the wig and the beard and the shirt and wear the IC title just for
Oh
this
my
match.
God, folks, we're going to do it. And we're going to put it up on Periscope for you guys. Definitely. We're going to do it. And you guys can laugh, say how cool it is. And again, that's the whole part of it. We'll be drinking. So it'll be a little bit easier to get them to do this.
I assume that match is going to go on later in the night. So we're probably going to be like 8 or 10 beers in. So it might be a little bit sloppy.
Sloppy
I think we should all dress up, dude. We should do like a murder mystery, but WWE characters.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah,
I think we can save it for another night, but it's an interesting idea.
I'm going crazy, man. It's WrestleMania. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, the excitement is there, folks.
Yeah, baby.
So this could go in many different directions. Obviously, the recipe that the WWE usually goes by would have the returning superstar, especially Daniel Bryan, win his first match back. So again, I'm inclined to say Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon will win this. And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will end up going to Raw. I was a little bit skeptical at first because it seemed like they were going to be fired, but they're really clear to be saying that they're not going to be rehired to SmackDown. So to me, I feel like it's going to tie in with the superstar shakeup, and KO and Sami Zayn will go to Raw. There's a small possibility that Shane will cost Daniel Bryan the match. I do feel like they're going to have a Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon match. I feel it's inevitable. I feel like it has to happen at some point.
Me too.
But we'll see. Maybe we're not there yet. Maybe it's a SummerSlam match. I think at WrestleMania, they're going to keep Daniel Bryan on top, and they're not going to kill his thunder, and it'll be Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon winning over KO and Sami Zayn.
You know what? I don't care who wins. I don't care who loses. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Daniel Bryan in a match. That's awesome. Shane McMahon, as much as I haven't liked him in the last little while, I've always been a big fan of all of his matches. He usually pulls it out. So it's stacked.
He also sweats a lot.
Sure. Cool. What's the word I'm looking for?
You never notice it? Like I'm not just throwing out a random fact. People are always making fun of him because he sweats so much.
Yeah.
Even when he comes out to do a promo, he's just like sweating bullets.
Sweating.
Sweat.
So what do we got left here?
We got 2 big matches to top off the card.
Oh, possibly 3. So you want to do Cena and Undertaker before we do this, or?
Okay. Cena Undertaker. Is it going to happen? Is the big question. First of all.
Yeah. Are we going to hear it?
It's going to happen.
I don't know. What do you think? I mean,
well, it seems like the strong rumor is that it's going to happen. I think Undertaker's going to be there. I think if he comes out and just confronts John Cena, it'll be pretty lame. But we are looking at 13 plus matches on the card, so that's pretty ambitious. Obviously, we might have shorter ones like Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax, but to have a match with the Undertaker and Cena, I don't know. Let's assume it does happen. If it does happen, I'm going to take the Undertaker on this one, and I'm going to be very happy to see Undertaker get a win at WrestleMania. You know, he had a big loss against Lesnar, had a big loss against Roman Reigns. I really feel like in my heart I would love to see the American Badass come out. But I think Vince McMahon, you know, he likes him as The Undertaker. That entrance is, you know, very unique. There's none other like it. And seeing that at WrestleMania seems to be a big thing. So I believe if we do get this match, it will be the Dead Man over John Cena. And maybe if we're very, very lucky, he'll beat John Cena so bad that we won't see him. And we can't see John Cena afterwards. At least for a little bit. Give him a break from me seeing him.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, man. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. I think what you said on the last episode is it coming down as a promo and maybe being something that we see at SummerSlam. Maybe that'll happen, but if it does, for sure, Undertaker's got to win that because it wouldn't make sense for.
That would be such a slap in the face to the fans, though.
If it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it just, to me, I feel like it would be such a slap in the face to the fans if that doesn't happen. At least coming out and having just a promo, I mean, because there's been such a build-up between him having this match with The Undertaker, calling him out week after week. You know, what's going to happen? Is John Cena going to sit in the crowd now for the whole pay-per-view? If he is, it's kind of distracting. So what is going to happen? Will he be there for a while? We come out to the ring and try to call The Undertaker one more time at WrestleMania and then maybe harness the power of the WrestleMania crowd to get The Undertaker to come out? I think I just figured out what they're going to do. I think that's it. He's going to harness the power of WrestleMania.
What is he, like the Ultimate Warrior now? I'm going to harness the power of the... What did he call his...
WWE Universe?
WWE.
I don't know.
Anyways, I think John Cena's going to host WrestleMania, though. That's what I think. Like, he'll be the guy, because they haven't announced a host this year.
No, it's true. It's not the New Days. I guess they were too busy with pancake making.
Yeah, and fighting the Usos and the Bludgeon Brothers.
I wonder if they're gonna like have pancakes or like, and then they're gonna like smash them with their ham. Those
oh my
hammers
God,
are so
they're for
weak
sure
too.
gonna do that. Oh no. All right. Okay, so we got that out of the way. The final two ones. Which one do you want to start off with?
Let's do AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Sweet deal, man. Sweet deal, man. I'm excited.
I am too, and I don't really care who wins this match because I know it's going to be phenomenal. And I know I always say that when I talk about AJ Styles, and I don't even mean to say it. It slips in there. But I guess pun intended
Yes,
or
it
not
does.
intended.
Yeah.
So AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, they're going to put on a great match. These guys complement each other very well. They got great chemistry. I wasn't entirely sure who was going to win this one because, AJ Styles did lose against Nakamura in New Japan. So maybe AJ Styles is going to get the match now, the win. But I just watched a special on social media, and it was basically Shinsuke Nakamura's road or journey to WrestleMania. And they follow him behind the scenes, backstage, driving. They put a lot of production into this. I feel like it's inevitable, and I feel like Shinsuke Nakamura is going to get the big win at WrestleMania. And that's all there is to it, folks.
Yeah, well, there's not much.
Face.
There's not much to talk about in this sense of build. It's been a different one. There's been highs.
It's a face versus face, which I'm really excited for. I like these kind of matches. It's like a pure wrestling match.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good wrestling match. I think it's got the potential to steal the show. WWE is gonna hold them back, so it's not gonna be as good as the New Japan match. But
Unless they say, just do what you're gonna do. Go ahead, no restrictions. Maybe they will. Who knows?
yeah, maybe they
surprise
will.
us.
But I agree. Shinsuke Nakamura is probably gonna win this, and we're probably gonna see AJ head over to Raw, and that's dope, man. And I'm down for that. So
Because then we'll get to see him when we go to Montreal and we
right.
see Raw live.
and we could chant AJ and put our hands up. Didn't you buy gloves last time we went?
No, I did not. Don't make me look like a fanboy.
What did you buy? You bought a hat.
I just bought a hat, yeah. It's
Okay.
a cap, an AJ Styles
Well,
cap.
what? Gloves are fanboy?
Well, yeah, you put them up and you're like, AJ, I love you. I'm AJ now.
Yeah.
Those videos of kids doing the entrances, I don't know. They're cool gloves. I didn't buy them. I didn't buy
think they're
them,
pretty dope
folks. Yeah. But yeah, I think also the big journey after this, and the big thing I'm more interested in is, let's say Nakamura wins that title. How are they going to book him as champion? How will he come out and cut promos? How is he going to look with that big belt? I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. So I'm excited, not just for this match, but the aftermath as well.
Yeah. It's if AJ leaves, I mean, where does that leave? The main event picture on SmackDown. Really,
That's it.
who
And
else
I
has
think,
been in
we're
it?
going to see an injection of new talent, I believe, like we usually do
That's
for WrestleMania. So we'll see what happens, folks. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a match to watch. Do not miss it.
Mm-hmm.
We will not. And if you do, you're just lame. You're lame.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Get out of
don't
here.
know.
Stop following us.
Please
follow us.
You want to save? So we saved the best for last. Is that what we did?
Yeah, the best in quotations for last, right?
Yeah.
The match that we've been waiting for all year. We knew it a year in advance, and it happened and stayed course. So we have Brock Lesnar, the champion, versus Roman Reigns, the guy.
That's my favorite soundbite that we play. And I don't know if anybody's not caught on what he's saying, but he's saying I can't get over. And that's the story of Roman Reigns' life. But I think this is going to be it. I think he's going to do a lot. Because that tweet that you sent out, and I wish I took credit for it because it was a sweet tweet. Oh, a sweet tweet. That's awesome. Brock Lesnar's going to get booed out the building. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, again, the breaking news today, Dana White basically confirmed
What a dick,
that Brock
eh?
Lesnar is headed back to WrestleMania. Of course, it's a typical Dana White move. And maybe, though, the WWE told him to do it. Because the big thing is they really, really want Roman Reigns to get over, right?
Yeah.
So if you remember WrestleMania 20, Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg, both of them were on their way out. And they got booed out of the building. They both gave, I think Brock Lesnar at least gave the finger to the crowd. It was a terrible match. And I think this is going to be a boo fest, too. They're really going to boo Lesnar. The fans are going to get really angry. I know they hate Roman Reigns, but I think they don't like the fact that Lesnar's going to walk out on them and be a sellout.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. So the fact that he's doing that, a lot of stuff's coming out now about how he was backstage and how he's been pissed lately and he's trying to sign his contract. And he's apparently tied in with the Roman Reigns drug scandal. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah.
So Apparently, there's a guy who's serving time in jail. He says he supplied steroids to a bunch of superstars, and Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar's names are involved. Well, Roman Reigns basically denies it, says it's not true. Apparently, the news is that Brock Lesnar basically said, yeah, so what? I dealt with him one time. Like, fuck off. Who cares? So I think that was a big no-no, and I think at the same time, he's obviously trying to play hardball with his contract. I think the WWE had enough. They've run their course with the reemergence of Brock Lesnar, and I think it's time to have a full-time champion. So with the news of him going to UFC being confirmed and him taking on Roman Reigns, obviously we're going to be seeing Roman Reigns winning this match. And I really hope it's not the way they cap off WrestleMania with Roman Reigns staying tall with the title.
Oh, it will.
You know?
It will be. You
But,
know it will be. You know it will be.
I really hope it isn't. But I hope it's Nakamura. Put it on before them. Have Nakamura win the title. Crowd will be happy. They go home. Roman Reigns, they're not going to be too surprised. We know it's coming, especially with the news breaking. So it's going to be an interesting match. It's going to be a grueling match, I would say. A lot of physicality back and forth. But your boy, not my boy, your boy, Roman Reigns,
And I can't get over.
is going to maybe not get over and hit 100 Superman punches, 3 spears, and win the title.
Oh, I can't believe that's how we have to end it. What a year it's been. And I just want to note, before we wrap up the show, that our podcast started right before WrestleMania 1 year ago. So, Dez, it's been real, buddy. It's been a nice little journey with you.
It's been an exciting ride. I think we've been growing a lot faster than we thought we did.
Yeah.
This has started off to be just kind of a hobby between friends, shooting the shit.
Yeah.
J-Bomb and I, a little bit of distance away from each other, but we grew up as best buddies.
That's right.
And, we keep in touch by talking wrestling. We said, hey, let's share it with the world. And we've been doing it. You guys have been along for the ride. It's been fantastic. We love having you. Keep following us. Keep letting us know what you want to see, what you want to hear, and be part of the magic. And we hope for another exciting year ahead of us.
So, guys, enjoy WrestleMania weekend. It's going to be a big one. We're going to be all over the place. We're probably going to annoy you by the end of it. Stay safe. Don't stay sober. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, iTunes especially. Subscribe. Leave us a rating and review. And really, guys, enjoy the weekend. We've earned it as fans. So, for J-Bomb, I'm out. Say bye, Dez.
Happy Rusev Mania! Mashka!